You're not getting 2016 makeup with neutral palettes. PSA. Is this look not giving date night? Giving sultry glam. We'll be creating this sultry glam using products underneath $15. You can get them all at Ulta, Walmart, Target, and even Sephora. So if you want to see how you get this full face beat and don't break the bank, definitely keep on watching. First thing we're going to start off with is the eyes. So I'm going to prime them first using some concealer. And we're going to take the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is in the color 330 Ivory. And we're going to place this all over the lids and then blend it out. We don't need to set it because this is a self-setting concealer. It dries down to a matte finish, so we don't need to set it. We're going to go right into eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow palette that we're going to be using today is the Morphe Bronze Metal palette. This is an older palette, but I feel like it's still a goodie. I think these 9-pan eyeshadow palettes are still very stunning. Their shimmer and metallic formula is still really, really nice. I know they just dropped a bunch of new palettes, and I do plan to buy one and do a video with that, but y'all know me, I don't jump on new releases very quickly. So this is the palette that I already had in my collection, and it's $15 and under. I think this is $9 if I'm not mistaken, maybe $12. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and create a nice beautiful bronzy look with this. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna take the brown color right here, and we are going to work it from inner to outer crease. I won't lie, they did release like, what was it, 9 or 12 different eyeshadow palettes all at once. I feel like that is a pretty like ballsy move for Morphe because they haven't really been like a top beauty company in a couple of years, to be honest. So to come back like that, especially in the eyeshadow world, and just drop all those palettes was kind of interesting to me. I'm not mad at it. It's very gutsy. I haven't tried them, but there is one color story that I'm super duper interested that no one has used. I've seen so many videos of people using those palettes and no one has used the one that I like, and I put it up on the screen, but that's the one that I'm definitely going to purchase because it just doesn't make sense to me how everyone went for the neutral palette and like the slightly mauve pink palette. And I get it, it's like an easy palette to use and it's a fan favorite, but it's like, come on y'all, we be talking about wanting 2016 makeup and y'all always go for the neutral palettes. You're not getting 2016 makeup with neutral palettes. PSA. So yeah, so we're gonna take the same brush and we're going to go into the dark brown shade right here and throw it in the outer crease mostly, but we're going to keep it much lower than that previous shade. And what this will do is just add a little bit of depth to the look. And there is a possibility that I may go in with a black. I'll tell you that right now. This color is a little bit more hard pressed than that other brown. I'm not getting as much pickup in the pan, but that's okay. Again, pickup does not bother me. As long as the color shows up on the eye, I really could care less about pickup. We're going to go back in with that light brown and just go around the edges. I'm going to pick up this shade right here. We are going to apply that in the middle of the eye towards the outer crease. That bronze color is so stunning on my brown eyes. I kind of like this lightness that we have going in, but I don't want to go in with this shade because it'll be too dark, and I don't want to shimmer. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit more of our concealer. I'm going to take a little bit off the dofa, just the tiniest bit, and put it right here. I'm going to go back in with the bronze shade and kind of just blend on top of it so that there's no harsh lines. Everything looks seamless. And because this concealer dries matte, I don't really need to put a shade on there. I do find it necessary to add a black, so let me get a black eyeshadow really quick. Y'all know I love a smoky outer edge. I'm back with the lashes on, and it's definitely giving soft glam. So I'm so happy with how the look's turning out so far. Definitely a really nice palette if you don't have it for those everyday looks, especially like date night when you want to dress it up. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the face. Let's get into the face products that are underneath $15. So for our foundation, we're going to be using the Lip Bar Just a Tint 3-in-1 Tinted Skin Conditioner. This is in the color Chocolate Chip. The skin tint does contain sunscreen, so it has oxytonate and titanium dioxide in it as the active ingredient. So that's really one reason why I bought it, because I bought it during the summertime and I wanted something that was going to give me SPF, because if you didn't know, sun and the sun rays are what causes hyperpigmentation, and I definitely suffer from hyperpigmentation. So definitely want a skin tint that has FPS coverage. Undertone of this is on the neutral side, but that's okay. We can warm it up with bronzer. I would say this product is like a light to medium coverage. It is just a skin tint, and I know skin tints are really popular right now. This does have a very nice glow to it, and it is a buildable coverage as well. I'm just going to apply one layer, and I did use a brush to kind of make that coverage a little bit thicker. But you can still see a little bit of my hyperpigmentation, a little bit of my freckles around my mouth. But that does not bother me at all. Let me give you a closer look at it. And it is just a nice, beautiful satin finish. The glow isn't as glowy as you think. It's because my light is right here, so it's making it look super glowy. But I'm telling you, it sits on the face so beautifully. So let's go ahead and move into concealer. And for concealer, I have two options. I'm going to go in with the NYX Bear With Me concealer serum. Love this down. I love me a good concealer serum. And then we're going to go in with the Black Opal Brightening Concealer. Now this concealer is extremely matte and it's thick, but it blends out beautifully. And then this is like a serum texture, like skincare ingredients. It's very hydrating underneath the eyes. It's gorgeous. I just don't like the undertone of this particular concealer, so I am going to mix it with this one. So we're going to go in with the Black Opal concealer first, and this is in the color Maple Mane. I really do like this, and it dries down to a matte finish. You do not need to set this because it would just make your under eyes look very, very dry. Take it from me. But without setting it, it is the perfect matte finish. So I'm going to blend that out immediately because I don't want it to dry down. Now we're going to go in with the NYX Concealer Serum, and I really wish they would change the damn packaging. I hate that this is a pump because it makes me have to put it on the back of my hand, and I'm not one of those people that likes makeup on the back of their hand. I mean, I guess I could be like a real makeup artist and get a makeup palette, but not that invested. I'm going to take it on a concealer brush and put it right in the inner corner, and this is just like maybe half a shade lighter than that concealer we just went into. And I've been into not using such a bright concealer because then it ends up lightening up the whole face, and that is not the goal. Whatever skincare like ingredients they have in this, oh my gosh, it literally is like a facial moisturizer. It is so smoothing, it's so hydrating, it doesn't cake up. It is absolutely stunning. For blush, we're going to go in with the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. This is the mini size, which retails for $15. And I've always wanted to try these. I heard these are so good. So we're going to go in with the color Worth and apply it underneath the eyes. Taking a Real Techniques face brush, we're going to go ahead and blend that brush. We're going to blend that blush right out underneath the eyes and back towards the temple. This blush is also very hydrating and dewy, so I like dewy blushes. I'm gonna add a little bit more out here, and these aren't super duper pigmented, which I like. I don't like blushes that are like face paint and it's like you have to use the tiniest bit. And as you can see, I just add blush everywhere, to be honest. And I think this color is absolutely gorgeous. It looks really, really good with the eyes. It's very, very subtle. It doesn't have a whole lot of pigment, but I like that because we're just going to go on top of it with powder blush anyway. So I don't need my liquid blushes to be super duper pigmented. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of contour. This is my Juvia's Place Cream Contour. This is in the color Espresso. This color is a little bit dark for me, and it's really cool. So I'm just going to take the smallest bit. Yeah, a small bit, and we're just gonna subtly apply it to the cheekbones. And then just a smidge bit on the nose because this is a more cooler tone. To set underneath the eyes, you guys know I'm going to take my favorite powder ever, and this is the Black Opal True Color Loose Setting Powder. This is in the color 400 Medium, and when I tell you this sets like a dream, it's like a satin finish where it's not super duper matte, but it's not like glowy or hydrating underneath the skin. It's just like really, this is a true soft matte setting powder. And me with having eczema, I do have a lot of places on my face that get very, very dry, which is why I like to use hydrating products. And this powder, sometimes even when I use hydrating products and I use a powder that's too dry, it will cling to dry patches. And I have a lot of dry patches right here where my nose bridge is at and by my eyes. Powder always clings right there and like my skin flakes off. This powder does not do that. So let's go ahead and set right now. I'm going to take a triangle puff and I'm just going to take a little bit of that powder, about that much, put it on the back of my hand, get it evenly distributed before I apply it to the under eye. And just look at how soft it looks. Not dry, but soft. Gonna set on the nose, the chin, the above the forehead, around the mouth area. Gorgeous. Okay, so after that, we're gonna go ahead and set our whole face. My Maybelline Loose Setting Powder in the color 40 Dark, and do a nice light set. Now this powder, this Maybelline Fit Me powder, it is drying. Like, it's very mattifying, and if you use a lot, especially underneath your eyes, that powder definitely does cling to my dry patches. So I prefer this powder all over my face as opposed to underneath my eyes. A lot of fine lines plus heavy duty concealer and then heavy duty powder, you're gonna get a recipe for cakiness. It's no way around it. So I avoid using this Fit Me powder underneath my eyes, but around the face, does just fine. I'm gonna take my Beauty Creations bronzer. This is in the color Neutral, and it just looks like this. And we're just gonna go around all those places that we applied that Juvia's Place contour, and just add this on top of it. That's what the face is looking like. We are looking a little bit harsh around the nose, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna do my blush first, and then we'll go in and melt everything down. So for blush, we're gonna use the ColourPop Pressed Powder Blush, and this is in the color Just Cruisin', and apply it to the face. Like I said, I apply brush everywhere. I don't know. I don't think I have blush blindness, but I mean, I love blush now. Look at that. Look at my under eyes. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me a motherfucking thing. To set the face, we're going to use the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray from e.l.f. This is $10. And I'm just going to apply it to the face. This has the finest mist in all of the misters. Like, literally, I don't feel like I'm spraying anything on my face. I'm going to take my triangle puff and just go in and pat that in. I like to pat my setting sprays in. I don't like to just let them sit and air dry because I feel like that's doing absolutely the fuck nothing. That's just me. Now that we look like a bronzed goddess, let's go ahead and go back in and do the under eyes. So you know what I'm finna do. You know what I'm finna do. Black eyeliner pencil. We're gonna put it in the waterline, and then we're gonna smoke it out with that brown shade from the Morphe palette. I forgot to mention it, but this is a black eyeliner pencil from Amazon. It came in a kit of like 12 pencils for like $9. We're going to take the dark brown shade and just blend out that waterline. It's giving smoky, it's giving glam. I love it. So we lost a little bit of this whiteness in here, and I really want that in order to brighten up this inner corner. Back in with the concealer. Putting a little bit of concealer right here. May have put too much. Again. For lips, we're going to go in with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This is in the color Pitch. And then we're going to take that black pencil that we use in the waterline, and we're going to use this on the outer corners. Once we've got those two lip lines blended out, we're going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the color Spice Toffee. And this is like damn near the same exact shade as my lips. And then once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and apply a clear lip gloss. I'm going to use the one from the beauty supply store, the $1 one. And then we'll be almost done with this look. And then for highlighter, I do want a little bit of a highlight. So we're going to go back into the Morphe palette. And I think I'm going to take this middle shade right here. It's like a champagne color. So right here. This is the finished makeup look. What do we think? I love how we can get a full face and not bank the bank. So definitely check out the products that I showed you guys today and let me know how they work for you. And definitely leave a comment below about what you think about this look and what you think about the lip combo, because I think she's eating. But if you want to see more content from me, definitely comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.